getting your organs massaged. So there's so much value in creativity. Is that why you brought it into this festival? Is it really that powerful for you as well to be creative?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. We live in a society where people are almost on autopilot all the time. And we have very rare moments throughout the day where we are really present with ourselves, with the people that we are interacting with. And I find when people shift into their physical body and into the heart space, it's easier for them to be present in the moment, because when we are in our cognitive function, our minds are so busy and we are all over the place. And so, for me as a therapist, I know that somatic work, any body work that we do to bring someone present in the moment, is to use the physical body. And of course, as you mentioned, creativity is really us tapping into a higher field of consciousness. We are expressing something divine, something beautiful, and something unique to us as an individual. I mean, each person expression will be completely different to the person sitting next to them. And we've also got so many beautiful entertainment artists with us this year. So a lot of the similar expressions from last year will also be there. When it comes to entertainment, we really felt that that was also one of the elements that people really enjoyed. And, to have people who are able to express their joy through their art and through their movement is something that sort of radiates joy throughout the event. It just brings people together. Our mermaids, for example, was one of the highlights last year. People loved interacting with them, just to dress up as a mermaid, to learn how to swim with those fins. Um, I could see the girls were having so much fun with that element of fantasy and play. And then, of course, we have incredible dancers and acrobatic artists this year, and people dancing with fire. So that element of creativity and playfulness was really so valuable for our guests last year. So we've just added so much more of that. And yeah, I'm excited to share it with everyone this year.
Yeah, it's really good focus that you've got these creative workshops spread over the festival weekend, and people can go to the workshop and just do something creative. I found one issue that I had with creativity was comparison, right? This is something we always do, comparing to other people, like, oh, this guy's poem is better than mine, or this person's painting is better than mine. But we need to really remove that comparative thing and really just appreciate just being creative and just doing something and being proud of what you've done and not comparing it to the next person and being like saddened by it. Creativity is just like really just for yourself. Make something, and as you do it more, you get better at it, and other people will appreciate it. It sort of comes down the line, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's more, and the idea behind it is to express the emotions that people don't often have the capacity to express, in day-to-day life. So through art, you don't have to use words. You can just express whatever your heart is feeling in that moment. And the beauty of the activities is it's going to be group-based activities. So all of the installations will be a group of people coming together, painting together on a mural, and creating little things together. So it's not just going to be one artwork that you put forward. It's going to be the community creating something beautiful. And one of the themes, I think I mentioned it last year as well, is Hive Mind's slogan is learning how to live. So that is also a theme that's going to be carried through the weekend, where we're providing people with tips and tools on how to live your best life. And obviously, using art as a form of expression is something that you can bring into your day to day life, whether you journal or do a sketch or write a song or a poem or paint something or sing or dance. That freedom of expression is something that has been placed within you as a human, that is divine, and it is necessary for us to express it. Even if we can't express it daily, maybe we can, make time for it in the week to say, at least once a week, I'm going to allow myself to express in a creative way. And in so doing, express any blocked emotions that we might be holding on to. So that's quite crucial for the weekend, for people just to remove that element of expectation and fear, and to know that they can just tap into creating as a unit, as a community. That idea of unity and community is really important for us.
Yeah, you touched on something very powerful, that creating is really putting your emotions out onto whatever you're creating. Getting it's like a tool to help you find emotions that you have not been able to express. They're sitting in your body somewhere, trapped, causing issues, blocking your energy flow. But through a creative activity, you can get those emotions out. You can learn to sort of move them and get them out onto a painting, if that makes sense. And that's a way of dealing with that trauma. So creativity can also be helpful for releasing past trauma, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And then also, the other element, of course, this year is where we still have our facilitators and our incredible suppliers with beautiful products coming through this year. And the interactive side of that is where people can actually go into our forest arena and have these one on one experiences with people where they really get to know that specific facilitator, the gifts that they bring, the offering that they bring, and yeah, just allowing people to tap into the medicine of our community, because we really have very capable facilitators, healers, and as I mentioned, the products this year are going to be all focused on natural goodness. So we were really mindful of bringing in organic and wholesome products, homemade goods, and really allowing our community to just share their medicine with everyone that's coming to visit.
Yeah, it's amazing. So many amazing products that are available, and that's another thing that people can come to explore and investigate and check out, because the products that I found at Serenity Festival are all, they're made by uh, someone who's passionate about the product. They're made with a lot of love. It's not like a big multinational corporate that's doing this. It's usually made by a small little family or small little company, and they put a lot of love into the stuff. It's organic, it's natural, and it's really amazing products that you don't really find at other places. But I found a number of people really managed to change their lives by coming to this festival. I feel like you can really change the whole trajectory of your life by being open, coming to a festival like the Serenity Festival, experiencing, taking part in the activities, and it makes a change to how you see the world. It makes a change to how you might treat yourself or look after yourself or care for yourself. So for example, there were 3 or 4 people that came to my stall at last year's Serenity Festival that I have continued to see throughout this year, doing different treatments for them, or scans for them, etc. And I've just seen like a huge shift in these people's lives. Some of them never even knew about natural methods of healing. I mean, they'd heard about it, but they had never really tried it out or seen what it can do. And just by having that experience, it sort of just planted a seed in their mind, and they were open to that idea, and it completely changed how they view their life and their actions and their choices. And I have one patient now, she's trying to get off her pharmaceutical meds, just because she came to that Serenity Festival and going through this whole process. She's now trying to get off these chronic medication and trying to get onto a more natural wellness route.